Hello and welcome everyone. This is Shadow Guy with another YouTube video. So last week after a long hiatus, I posted a video about PlayStation 4. So today I'm going to do a video about the Nintendo Switch. I guess I'll take you through my Nintendo Switch, and then also I have some games to unbox and some recent purchases I made. So we'll go through that and just, see how it goes. Some of the games I have here, as you see, Gunvolt Burst, NBA Playground, Snipper Clips, Splatoon, Riptide, Puyo Puyo's Demo, KOF 98, Lego City, Blaster Master. Like a lot of these games I recommend check out. So there's so many channels that you can find information on Switch games. I'm not really a qualified reviewer. Check out guys like RGT85, Review Tech USA. Check out one of my subscribers. She's a fan of the channel. Sunbookish Games X. Like there are people like them. Cinema Niboni. Luis Almaria. There's like a bunch of people on YouTube. If you just look up Switch games, you'll find reviews. But there's a bunch of games here easily in my top 5, like Sonic, Zelda, Mario Kart 8, Blaster Master, and Mighty Gunvolt in terms of the value you get for the games, because those are only $10 eShop games. They're great games that you can buy on Switch. But I wanted to mention, as you see here, I had some Sharpie ink. This is from when I met C&D, and the autograph kind of came out, kind of got messed up. But anyway, I bought a replacement Switch kickstand. I got this one from Nyko. This is from GameStop. I still have the box here. This was a couple weeks ago, and it's $4.99 Switch system kickstand. It's compatible with the dock, so you can close it like that. Yes, you can slide it in the dock. You don't have to worry. Even though it bumps out a little bit, it keeps the same, form factor. I just like this one a little bit more because it's a little heavier and it's metal, and it seems to stand up a little bit better. But what I've realized is I like to use these little grips that came in my Zelda case that kind of snap on the back of the Joy-Cons. And because of the extra thickness, if you see right here, the plastic, if I try to stand it up, it's going to kind of do that. So I have to take these off if I want to do tabletop. But I find this metal stand to be way more sturdy, way better for carrying the weight of the system, and it has a little storage place underneath that you can put your memory card if you need to, if you want to carry a second one. I just have 164 gig in here. So that's all for that. I would recommend it if you need a replacement or you just want to upgrade the one you have, by the Nyko kickstand. Next, I also want to talk about what else I got here. Well, let's do I bought a Nintendo Switch Pro controller today. Take a look at the back here. 40 hours charge, which is great. And supposedly, it's the best controller that you can get for the system. There's some other ones that are third party that are wired. But I didn't want wired necessarily, and I didn't want something that didn't have Rumble or Amiibo support. And this is guaranteed to support everything right out of the box. So I'm not going to do it too crazy, but this comes with the USB-C cable to USB-A, A to C, which is great. And here we have the controller. Let me hold it back so we get it in frame. Wow, look at that. Isn't that a beauty? Let me put my Switch back here. And plastic has a nice little rubber to it. Feels good, actually. And it has some weight to it. This is not heavy but not light either. The home buttons and the plus and minus, I guess, is for your Joy-Con grip order. So if you have your player 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have the back, you can see the battery. It's a translucent kind of smoke plastic with a polished plastic at the top, and then everything else is kind of matte looking. I wanted one of the special controllers like Splatoon or Xenoblade 2, just couldn't find them. But this is just to show you guys I got a controller and to let you see what it looked like. And in comparison with the Switch, it's about the size of the screen of the tablet. It's not too big. It's probably comparable to... I do have a PS4 controller here. Compare it real quick. Slightly smaller than a PS4 controller. Next, new game, Azure Gunvolt. Azure Striker Gunvolt. Sorry. This is for Switch. We're going to open this up real quick. This was a game that was on 3DS, got ported to Switch, has some boost in it in terms of, I think it goes up to 60 frames now instead of the 30 that was on 3DS, and has all the DLC and content from the previous ones. And here we look at it at the back. You can pause if you want to read it, but like I said, more better frame rates, graphics, some new gameplay adjustments, and DLC, and HD rumble. So pretty cool. Got this at Best Buy. It was like, no, actually $23 with tax. There's not much in here, but a game I wanted, and it's kind of rare to find this, at least at that price anyway. So if you see it below 30, I think that's a great price to pay for it. It's two full games with DLC. Go for it. As some of you guys may know, I had the Legend of Zelda already. That's what my Switch came with, but I had to sell my copy. It was a long story. So I had to reacquire another one, and then they released this, the Explorers Edition. So I'm paying I realized I was going to pay basically the same price for the regular edition and Explorers Edition. So I was like, might as well get this. So there's not much here that's different than you might have seen in my other videos, or you may have Zelda yourself. Between this and Mario is pretty much the two obvious games that everybody has. So here's the outside of the box. The addition pieces are the Explorer's Guide and Map. Here's the back, which is pretty much the artwork that's on the regular casing, like the plastic casing on the original release. And then we'll open this cardboard box here. Not gonna take too long. So here we have some items. So here we have the case again, Breath of the Wild, but the back is different. We have a picture of a guardian. You would see one of these in the game. They would like guard the like temples and the shrines and stuff, and they have the weak spot, and they would attack you with lasers and whatnot. So the artwork on the back, like I said, is different because it would be normally this artwork, but because it's in a box, you get a little bit more premium kind of packaging. Same thing. For the sake of the video, I'll open it up real quickly. But there's not going to be anything different in here, I don't think. Just a plastic case and the artwork, which is nice because they didn't have to do that. I wish Gunvolt did that with the artwork, but you know, it's up to the publisher to decide that. Here we have the Explorer's Guide, which is partially the reason I wanted this. I mean, look at that already with the artwork, where we have the old school Link and the new Link, the green tunic and the blue tunic, the champion's tunic. And we have some artwork and explanation of kind of the Zelda mythos, and then there's kind of a walkthrough through the beginning of the game and what to do, which is really cool. And then there's the Sheikah Eye in the back. It's a really nice size book. It's paperback, but at least, let's see, yeah, 94 pages, almost 100 pages. Really cool. And then we have a paper map of Hyrule. And it has the locations of the shrines and the collectibles, I believe, on this, right? And some of the bosses and that sort of stuff. So it's really cool. So you have the plateau and the areas surrounding it. The plateau is the area there in the very beginning of the game. And then afterwards you go way far outside and around the area. If I remember right, if I hold this back a little bit, the plateau is right here in the center. And then we have different areas. There's a forest up here. This is like the Zora village. I got to here. Forget what down. I think there's swamps down here. And the desert is over here. And I think this is mountains and like ice. So I know that's not the greatest view, but you get the idea. Gives you the map of the overworld. Really cool. Nice paper. It has this little cut texture on the outside, so it's not all even all the way around. Again, something they didn't have to do, but they included it anyway, so I will take it. So all in all, I think a very good buy. Got this at Best Buy for $47.99. Let's get this stuff back in here. Okay. So Gunvolt, Zelda, Pro Controller. What else do I have? But I do have Axiom Verge. We're going to unbox real quickly. Axiom Verge is kind of a... I have to explain it. It's like a 2D platformer shooty kind of game. Made in a lot like the ways of Metroid, Castlevania, Mega Man even. Where you're this character, you're doing a lot of exploration. You're dropped in kind of the middle of the world, and you're doing a lot of this exploration. You're kind of figuring out your way around a map. You're getting power-ups and doing a lot of backtracking as you uncover a story and science fiction setting. It's a really good game. I played through about half of it. I had it on my Vita. Played through about 4 bosses. And it is pretty challenging. You will die playing this at some point, you know. But main reason I got this is because the Multiverse Edition. And I thought this was an interesting game to check out because it has so many extras in here. As you see on the front, it mentioned that it came with a DVD, I think, or a Blu-ray disc. I forget. An art book, a world map, a soundtrack, which you don't really get soundtracks with games anymore unless you pay a premium. There we go. Good goodies. Soundtrack, making of documentary, the game, a poster, and the art of book. Really cool. Let's open this up. And this is taking a while. It's pretty cool. Soundtrack. The tunes for this have this really like spacey electronic kind of sound to it, and I really like the music from it. Like I said, it's a lot like Metroid, which that universe is a lot like the Alien movies. So it's that same kind of vibe. They're going for like a science fiction type horror type of game. The making of documentary. It's a nice feature. The poster which is cool. This comes with a map of the overworld and all the little points and the legend here, so it tells you where to get the items and the upgrade, so you can do a perfect run. Again, like another typical Metroidy Castlevania kind of thing. So I know I got through, let's see, 1, 2, I think I was here, somewhere off here, through the first like 4 bosses. That sounds about right. You'll spend double-digit hours playing this in order to try to get through everything. And the fun is, once you discover items, you'll go back and go to areas that you missed and realize that you can use those items in different ways with the environment and open up new routes. And we have all the concept art, which is really cool. Really nice for the art book. It's soft paperback. I would have liked something hardcover, but you know, for the price, I mean, you can't really ask too much. And this is more like an indie game. And we'll open up the game here. Oops. Got that off. Open it up. And that's cool. We have some background art here. Axiom Verge. Focus a little bit. There's the case. Here's the back. Like I said, a lot of combat, platforming. And once you beat the game, then it gives you stuff to want to play it again, obviously, to see if you can improve your times and get through it faster. So, a really cool indie game that I really liked on other systems. I'm glad that it's on the Nintendo Switch. I'm going to wrap up this video because I know it's probably going pretty long. The Axiom Verge Multiverse Edition, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild Explorers Edition, and Gunvolt, the 2-pack for Switch, and a nice Pro Controller over here we have. So, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching to the end. I appreciate you know, all the likes, comments, and everything. If you watched, you know, please leave me some feedback. Like I said, I want to, you know, do more to, you know, upgrade the quality of my videos. But for right now, this is what I have to do. You can leave a comment below, and if tell me about any of the games that you've been playing that are interesting. So until the next video, have a good one and keep enjoying playing. You know, throughout the winter season right now in the US, it's really cold. We're going through a bad storm. So there's plenty of time to, you know, play games and, you know, chill and relax. So until the next video, this is Shadow signing out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.